Listen to this place!
Let me talk to you. I look in this ring and I see Ricochet, I see Nakamura, and I see two guys who are as useless as basketball cleats. Then I look and I see a guy, he makes videos for 14-year-old girls and wants to call himself a megastar. No. There can be only one, but I'll tell you what, Logan Paul, I brought you a little gift. It's a map. If you follow this, you'll find the exact directions of where you can stick each and every one of those bottles of Prime. Yeah! Because that case has my name on it, with everybody saying, yeah!
Yo, party people, what is up? It's your boy, the best gabber in the biz. What an episode of Monday Night Raw, the second to last one before next weekend's Money in the Bank pay-per-view in London. So many cool stuff going on the show tonight, guys. More Money in the Bank build. A so-called megastar, because he ain't LA Knight. Yeah, Logan Paul is in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Seth is open challenge. Didn't even have it because Finn laid him out not once, not twice, but 3 times with stomps. And an incredible main event where we finally saw Cody, Sami, and KO all team up in 6-man tag action. Guys, don't worry. Everything that happened here on the show tonight, you're about to hear about it right here, right now, because the newest episode, The Gift of Gabe, is about to start right. You guessed it, because, oh yeah, Ciampa's back too. Daddy's home now. Okay, guys, so we got things kicked off with what was looking like a Seth Rollins World Title Open Challenge. I was really hoping Johnny Gargano could answer this challenge and have a straight up 20-plus minute banger and really just start setting Johnny Gargano back on the path that we know he'll be on because he's Johnny freaking Wrestling, one of the best in the world. But Finn and Balor had other plans. He said the Open Challenge is canceled because nobody is taking that belt except Finn Balor. He's waiting 7 years for this moment. He is not letting that opportunity pass by. He's not letting anyone else take it from him. So I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, Ron's obviously going to win tomorrow on NXT against, Braun Breaker, whatever. But I wouldn't be surprised if Finn Balor wanted to show up there too or something. To, just stick it to Rollins again like he did tonight. Dude laid out Rollins not once, not twice, but thrice with 3 separate stomps. 2 from the steps and 1 even from the announce table. Finn was not playing games. And like Seth said later on in the night, that's the Finn Balor he won because that's the Finn Balor that has the eyes that beat him for the inaugural Universal Championship back at SummerSlam 7 years ago, which is just so crazy living through that and watching that all take place live and be like, damn, that was 7 years ago. It's crazy. So, no open challenge tonight from Seth Rollins. I thought they were maybe just going to be like, okay, Seth defends the main event, but they just didn't do a period. And then, saw a mid-breaker or whatever. The crowd goes mild. Tried to, give a threat about the world title tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, okay, buddy. But Seth and Finn, it's still going to be a great match. And Money in the Bank. Sucks we didn't get Seth Rollins versus Johnny Gargano. Maybe some other day. But, it is what it is. But, hey, Seth Rollins is still on the show tonight. And we're not going to have an episode of The Gift of Gabe where we don't do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, he is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. He is our world heavyweight champion, Seth freaking Rollins. So just sing his damn song. Okay, guys, Johnny Gargano might not have been able to answer the open challenge tonight for Seth Rollins, but his DIY teammate, Tomasso Ciampa, finally came back after 9 months. Daddy's home, everybody, and he has his old theme, No One Will Survive. It was great. Hey, he got to be number, 19 or 20 on Miz's, winless streak in 2023. I wonder if Miz even knows that, if they, told him that. He probably has figured it out by now. Maybe he's won on a live event or something. But at least televised. Nothing. But Ciampa is back. So good to see him. Hitting the fairy tale ending. Hitting those awesome knee strikes. The music back and everything. Just, so great. It is only just the beginning. We're getting that DIY reunion. We're listening to the rumors because we know it's going to be true. We're going to see DIY versus Zayn and Owens for the tag titles at SummerSlam. That is a strong team to potentially take the titles off of Zayn and Owens at that point. But that's gonna be a great storyline and a great match, a banger between literally two amazing sets of best friends, like outside the ring, that have literally had two of the most historic rivalries in this business. So let's go. Ciampa, so good to finally have you back. It's been 9 months, way too long. Glad you have your old theme back. Once again, Daddy's home, and let's get that DIY reunion going, because just like only those two can, you got to do it yourself. Let's get the fun times going again. DIY. 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 Okay, guys, so the so-called, that's right, I said so-called because the real megastar is L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Logan Paul, he returned tonight. We really should have seen what happened coming, especially the fact that when he literally said his name in the ring, he was in the dark with spotlight on him at the top of a ladder under the Money in the Bank briefcases. At the second I saw that, I was like, they're going to put him in the match. They're going to put him in the match. And he saw him entering the match, and I'm like, oh my God. Nah. And look, one, I understand it. It's mixed at this point, because there are some people that still just don't like Logan Paul, but like, he's won a good amount of people over for being way too good, way too fast. And like, just the thought of imagining him with that briefcase, and then God forbid actually cashing in on like Seth Rollins, because you know he'd cash in on Seth Rollins, and actually beating him for the world championship. That idea is just like, what? Like, that'd be the trippiest thing I think we would ever see in our lives, dude. Like, I swear. Like, oh my God, just imagining it. The internet would explode with mixed reactions all across the board. But look, Logan Paul is not going to win this. I think they're just doing it for like the maybe media star power for like people, because like, if you watch the company, they're probably like, it's to draw in those like who probably don't watch, like, oh hey, that Logan Paul guy, I know him. Oh, he's in Money in the Bank ladder match, or check him out just to see Money in the Bank, and then they're like, oh wow, I love this, and they stick with the product. And I think they're also, because who was the first person they introduced all the Money in the Bank matches? Who was the first person to come out after Logan Paul said that? It was Ricochet. I think that's going to be the story of the match. Because remember what those two did back at the Rumble. Ricochet did have Logan Paul go viral back at the Rumble with their insane springboard cross body spot on each other, which was insane. I feel like they're going to do something like that, or even crazier, in this Money in the Bank ladder match that goes viral double. And I think this potentially sets up Logan Paul Ricochet for SummerSlam, which, in terms of realistic opponents that he could beat, pretty much anybody in this match we could realistically see him beating over guys that he's fought before, like, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Like everyone in this match is more fair game and more reasonable that we can actually, and realistic that we can see, Logan Paul beating. No diss to Ricochet. I would say that about Nakamura or Santos or Butch or whatever. Maybe not the megastar, L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, whoo, did you hear that pop? Did you hear that pop? Just have this fucking man win, bro. The place will erupt. And freaking Detroit will erupt, or wherever will erupt when he cashes that in and becomes champion. Come on, dude. Listen to the people. L.A. Knight. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And dude, fried Logan Paul. It was literally amazing. So look, I don't think Logan Paul wins. The possibility, I guess, I'll keep in the back of my mind because it would just be crazy. But we're all going with our first place choice, which is the megastar, L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just, I will never be against Logan Paul being in any sort of match, because it's exciting, and dude's gotten way too good, way too fast. I've said that before. So, Logan, welcome to the match. I don't see you winning, and I swear to God, if he does, I'll think of something crazy to do afterwards if he actually wins. But it's not gonna happen. Remember, one last time, the megastar, L.A. Knight, yeah, is gonna win, and that's not an insult to the rest of you guys in the field. It's just a fact of life. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, just because Seth couldn't compete on the night doesn't mean that Finn wasn't going to. He teamed up with living legend Dominic Mysterio and the Punishment of the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, against, finally, in six-man tag action, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Finally. The dream trio on the road to WrestleMania, which we thought all three would be successful, but only two of the three were. Still one of the craziest, mind-boggling finishes ever. They finally got the team up. Super solid tag match. I loved it. I didn't like the freaking crowd, though. Y'all being mad disrespectful. This ain't the Attitude Era. This ain't freaking AEW chain. You know, Dom's a pussy. We're not doing that. If you're watching this and you're about to go to Raw, just don't do it. We're not doing that every week. That kind of level of disrespect towards Living Legend. He is not a pussy. He is the Living Legend. So back the hell off. Not starting this trend. Not starting this trend. Obviously, Dom or Cody were... I figured Cody was going to, win the match, but I was like, they're obviously not going to do Cody pinning Dom, because that would kind of almost give away the fact that Dom would be winning at the pay-per-view, in some way, shape, or form, pinning Cody, whether it was through interference or not. So, Cody got the win over Dom. It was pretty cool how Sami literally jumped over Rhea and then took him out with the, suicide dive on the floor. I was fine with the Oluwa kick, because Sami's my main dog. He's been my main dog for a long time, even before the Living Legend came into my life. So that was cool. But then freaking Owens, the story might have been a little too much. I was like, oh wait, come on. Maybe that was a little too much. But it's whatever. I liked finally seeing KO, Sami, and Cody literally all finally coming together for six-man tag action. Let's freaking go. So, nice solid way to close out the show. And, finally get to say this once again. Feels like it's only been like 2 months. But hey. Good to say it again. So here we go. Adrenaline in my soul. KO, Sami, Cody Rhodes. Wow. Got the win. It was fantastic. Okay, you guys, that is Raw. We are done. Don't worry about it. It is now in our rearview mirror. This Wednesday, Dynamite is the final Dynamite before Forbidden Door. We got freaking all kinds of cool action like Jericho, Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki all teaming up again. Shades of Forbidden Door from last year. Saying we're probably going to potentially hear from CM Punk. Let's see how that whole thing works out. Especially with, MJF situation in the World Title match with Tanahashi. And then a blind eliminator tournament to decide who's going to be next in line for FTR's AEW World Tag Team titles. And then this Friday on SmackDown, we're going to hear from both Usos from literally, again, one of the best super kicks ever. The second trip around, heard around the world. The third betrayal heard around the world this year from back at Sami in the Rumble and then Clash of Champions to now. We're going to hear from that. We'll see more of Zayn and KO as they build to their match with Pretty Deadly and more Money in the Bank build. And then finally, this Sunday night, Forbidden Doors happening. Okada, Danielson, Ospreay, Omega, MJF, Tanahashi, supposedly if it keeps going down. And more matches like maybe Orange Cassidy, Zack Sabre Jr. going to be going down too. And then Money in the Bank. Finally, next Saturday, men's, women's Money in the Bank ladder matches. Cody, Dom, and so much more. Guys, you're not going to miss any of these shows. You're definitely not going to want to mess with your boy, the best gabber in the biz, has to say afterwards, because you love to hear it. You do. Be honest with yourself. So, guys, keep doing what you're doing. Keep liking. Keep subscribing. Keep doing all that cool stuff. And remember, guys, you already know, but keep spreading the word to anyone that doesn't know yet. When it comes to talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe? Okay, guys, I will see you guys after Wednesday night's Dynamite to see what the final lowdown before Forbidden Door is going to look like and who's number one contender and who's fighting who. So, guys, deuces, buces. I'm out of here. See you after Dynamite on Wednesday.